Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Wherever you're tuning in from around the globe, peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Ticket broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. I'm running two shows every day. We already did the pre-market briefing, and now we're live for the market open show, where I break down live price action, momentum, and execution. Remember, I watch the market, give you the breaking news, and find the levels so you don't have to. This show is for education and entertainment only. Always do your own research, but you could use this show as a foundation. The fear and greed index is at 23. That's extreme fear. We do have the 8 p.m. deadline for Trump and the Iran war. It is plant day and bridge day. All right, let's get into the mantra right quick. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I'm building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I am the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable. I am skilled. I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, earlier this morning we did have two red folders that came out. Core durable goods. There was a beat. The industrial engine is humming, excluding transportation. Demand is hot, which is a negative cue for those hoping for a Fed pivot. And we also had durable goods month over month, dragged down by the transport sector, but the market is looking past this to underlying strength. We did have oil that hit an all-time high of 117.24. Not an all-time high, but a most recent high of 117.24 before pulling back to 115.82. All right, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law for today. Do not be the court cynic. Politeness is to human nature what warmth is to wax. By being polite and friendly, you make people palatable and obliging. The ability to express genuine wonder and admiration is a rare talent that makes others palatable and open to your influence. Constant criticism and cynicism only serve to irritate those around you, casting a gray cloud over your reputation. By expressing modest admiration for others' achievements, you draw positive attention to your own value. In long-term investing, the court cynic misses the structural growth of the trillion-dollar tickers by constantly waiting for the big crash. While they're busy criticizing the current volatility, the disciplined investor remains palatable, taking the shape of wealth-building machine. By admiring the resilience of companies like NVDA during extreme fear, you align your portfolio with success. Other capital takes the shape of freedom you command because you didn't let cynicism freeze your execution. Fulfilling your life's task requires the spirit of wonder and compounding the power of the market. All right. Market open, market open, market open. The market is open. April 7th, 2026, 6:30 a.m. Let's get it. SPY is down 0.25% at 657. QQQ is down almost 0.5% at 585.76. The VIX is up 5% at 25.44. NVIDIA is down 1% at 175.96. Apple is down 1.5% at 254.61. Google is up 0.75% at 302.58. Tesla is down 1.5% at 347.28. Microsoft is down over 0.5% at 370.50. Amazon is down 0.75% at 211.15. TSM is down over 0.5% at 339.86. Meta is down almost 0.5% at 570.66. AVGO is up over 3% at 324.44. They did pop in the aftermarket yesterday because they signed a multi-year AI deal. It's a 5-year deal plus with Google to build custom AI chips and networking gear through 2031, and a 2027 link Anthropic TPU compute access plan. So that's why AVGO ran up in the aftermarket, and it's up for today so far. All right, brk.b is down almost 0.25% at 475.21. All right, so this is our HR display. This is a trading view display. Top left-hand corner, we have NVIDIA. To the right, Apple, Google, and Microsoft. Underneath NVIDIA, we have, it should be Amazon. Then to the right of that, we have TSM, AVGO, and Meta Platforms. Let me actually finish reading Robert Greene's Daily Law, the active trader application of that. It's just right quick, y'all. Active traders become cynical about the news. Active traders who become cynical about the news or Trump's APM deadline often find themselves fighting the momentum instead of riding it. You must remain soft like wax, ready to pivot your bias when some data comes out. If you constantly criticize the price action, you become brittle and lose your edge in this fear and greed environment that is at 23 right now. Expressing admiration for the level of algo signals allow you to follow the smart money without the weight of your ego-driven gray cloud. Politeness to the trend makes the profits more palatable. Stay patient, stay disciplined. Execution over emotion. Process over prediction. All right. Let's check out the Fear and Greed Index. Before we do that, let's check it out. Yes, we're still at 23. Let's check out these market caps for our $1 trillion tickers. NVIDIA, the most valuable company in the world, at $4.26 trillion, followed by Apple, $3.71 trillion, Google, $3.6 trillion, Microsoft, $2.75 trillion, Amazon, $2.26 trillion, TSM, $1.76 trillion, AVGO, $1.53 trillion, Meta, $1.43 trillion, Tesla, $1.29 trillion, brk.b, $1.02 trillion, and Walmart has fell underneath our $1 trillion threshold, so we are not going to say their market cap. All right, let me run the numbers on some of these other tickers that we like to check out on the show. SPX is down almost 0.5% at 6,580. The NAS100 is down 0.5% at 24,054. The Dow Jones is down almost 0.75% at 46,443. The Dow Jones ETF is down 0.5% at 464. The VIX is at 25.55. The 10-year Treasury note is coming up toward the gap. It's at 434. Gold is at $4,647 an ounce. The gold mini shares trust is at 91.95. The silver trust is at 64.98. The copper miners ETF is at 76.55. AMD is at 220.18. Bitcoin is at 68,385. IBIT is at 38.77. It's in the gap. Ethereum is down 1.25% at $2,080. BMNR is down over 3.5% at 1984. Palantir is down to 146.95, and Robinhood is down 2% at 68.29. We might have to buy another share of Robinhood later today. All right, let's check out the sectors. Let's see what we got. The only sector that is green is energy. It's up almost 1.25%. Technology is down almost 0.5%. Financials is down over 0.5%. Consumer discretionary is down over 1%. Communication is down fractionally. Healthcare is down over 0.5%. Consumer staples is down over 0.5%. Utilities is barely under break even. Industrials is down over 0.5%. Materials is down fractionally. And real estate sector ETF is down over 0.5%. Check out some of these other ETFs we like to check out on the show. IWM is down 0.5%. SPYM is down almost 0.5%. QQQ is down almost 0.5%. SPYG is down over 0.25%. SOXQ is up almost 0.5%. TQQQ is down 1.5%. SOXL is up 1.25%. SOXX is up almost 0.5%. XLG is down 0.5%. The IVES 30 is down 0.25%. SPYI is down almost 0.5%, along with QQQI. All right. Let's check out our war. Iran War 2026 watch list. Looks like we hit an all-time high on BNO yesterday. So let me move this all-time high up here. It is currently 46 cents from the all-time high. Check out USO. It's up almost 2% today. XLP is up almost 1.5%. IEO is up almost 1.5%. Lockheed Martin is down over 1%. Northrop Grumman is down almost 1%. Raytheon Technology is down 0.75%. Chevron is up almost 1.5%. And ExxonMobil is up 0.5%, y'all. All right, let's check out some news. Couple pieces of news before we see if our levels hit. All right, let me scroll down. Mansa Musa. All right, next, BlackRock is trying to become a competitor to QQQ. They are creating their own ETF that's going to follow the top 100 technology companies. It's going to be called IQQQ or IQQ. I wonder how it's going to be priced compared to QQQ. Is it going to be a lot cheaper? Because you know QQQ is almost $600 a share. We'll be looking out for that. Next, we have Berkshire Hathaway. It's sitting on $373 billion in cash, enough to buy 480 companies in the S&P 500. That is just incredible, y'all. Incredible. Talk about $1 trillion ticker. Next, this is from Investing Bay on Twitter. She said the goal isn't to win every trade, it's to become someone who can handle any outcome in trading. Ooh, that's deep. That's deep. All right, next we got some Black history for today. It was actually from yesterday. In 1968, Bobby Hutton, an original member of the Black Panther Party, was assassinated by the Oakland Police Department. He was unarmed. He was only 17 years old. After being bombed with tear gas and trapped in a burning basement, he came out shirtless to prove he was unarmed, and the police shot him 12 times in cold blood. He was only a teenager. Rest in power, Bobby Hutton. All right, next we got CrowdStrike just announced a $500 million increase to its share buyback plan. This brings the total authorization under the program to $1.5 billion. I don't know why they had that statue right next to there. I don't know what that's supposed to be. The median house price for a home in San Francisco jumped to a record $2.15 million in March, which is up 18% year over year. That is incredible, y'all. Expensive as hell to live in the Bay, especially in Frisco. All right, next, the iPhone 17 is going pretty well for Apple. It looks like it's less. Excuse me. The iPhone sales rose over 26% year over year in February, driven by iPhone 17's 20% unit sales increase versus the iPhone 16. And we do have earnings coming up pretty soon. It is a new quarter. April is quarter 2, the first month of quarter 2. So we will have earnings pretty soon, y'all. Hopefully these earnings can turn the market around. We'll see. All right, next, Bill Ackman's Pershing Square Capital said it had made an offer to buy Universal Music Group in a deal that values the company around $60 billion. Universal Music Group is behind some of the biggest artists. All right, let's check out our levels and see if our levels are hitting today. Okay, let's go on a 5-minute chart. Okay, so SPY opened up here at 656.64. It came up over our daily level, sold off, came down, and hit our 1 hour level, and broke under it, and bounced. And now it's consolidating around our 1 hour level. All right. QQQ opened up here at 585.64. It came up and hit our 1 hour level above, came down, hit our 1 hour level below. Excuse me. Now it's consolidating around that level. All right, next we had NVIDIA opened up at 175.63. It came up. Well, this level was very close to the open, so I'm not going to count that one. Just like SPY and QQQ, both of these levels, well, actually, this daily level was close to the open, but this level down here, this was more than $1 away to the downside. And then QQQ, both of these levels were very close to the opening price, so I'm not going to count that either. Let's see. Apple. Ooh. Okay, Apple opened up here right at our 1 hour level. And then it came down, broke the pre-market low, broke our daily level, broke and closed right at our daily level. Then continued to the downside on the next 5-minute candle and hit our next level. And then the following candle came down and hit our next level. Wow, that's pretty crazy how each of these 5-minute candles are just stopping at the next level. That's pretty dope, actually. Shout out to my levels, y'all. All right, next we had Google opened up here at 302.65. Came down and broke our weekly level, but that was very close to the open, so I'm not going to count that. But check it out, y'all. It did come down exactly to the penny to my daily level at $300.50, which was $2 away. Came down to the penny before it bounced to the upside. Shout out to my level. All right, next we got Tesla. Tesla opened up here. Oh, let me move this pre-market low. Tesla opened up here at 346.28. My hourly level was very close, so I'm not going to count that. But it did come down, and I told you where it might come down to was the beginning of this gap, and that's exactly where it bounced on this candle and exactly where it closed at on this candle. So that level that I called out in the pre-market brief was phenomenal. It's still going down. If it continues downside, I think it can go to the middle of this gap, which is 341.81. Microsoft. Let me move this pre-market low. Okay, so Microsoft opened up here at 370.21. It came up. It did break our 1 hour level, but it was very close to the open, so I'm not going to count that. Came back, consolidated around the pre-market low, and now it's headed toward the upside. If it does continue upside, if it breaks high a day, which is very close to that right now, I do have my next level is going to be 372.70. All right, Amazon opened up here right at our 1 hour level of 211.20. Came down, broke the pre-market low, reversed back to the upside, and came and hit our level here at 212.21 before rejecting. Next, we got TSM. Okay, so TSM opened up here at 339.43, came up, hit our weekly level at 342.40, and rejected, and now it's coming back to the downside. And look at this candle that we're on now. We came back 3 cents away from our 1 hour level here to the downside. So the levels are hidden, folks. You can see it, and it's proven every single day. All right, next. Meta opened up here at 571.63. Came up and hit our 1 hour level, but that's very close to the open, so I'm not going to count that. But it did come to the downside and hit our, it actually closed right at our daily level at 569.20 before heading back to the upside. And where did it go when it went to the upside? It came right back to our level here at 572 before coming down, testing it again, rejecting it again. And then what did it do? It came right back down. This time it was 3 cents away from our daily level. These levels, they are phenomenal. All right, next we had AVGO open up at 326.75. Came down, broke our daily level, and came within 25 cents of our next level to the downside. So it wasn't as close as the others, but 25 cents, that's not too bad, y'all. And right now, and then it bought up after that, came back, rejected the pre-market high, came right back down where it come down to, back to our daily level here at 324.90. All right, brk.b. brk.b bounced on a pre-market low, and now it's headed back to the upside. All right, let's check out some more news. Anthropic is planning to invest $200 million in a new venture with major private equity firms that aims to sell AI tools to their portfolio companies. Next, Kathy Woods and ARK Invest bought 39,691 shares of Tesla yesterday. Next, Broadcom. Oh, we talked about that earlier. The deals with Anthropic and Google, but that's why Broadcom had ran yesterday. Well, yesterday after market close. Next, Amazon and the United States Postal Service strike a deal, showing they still need each other despite threats to big delivery cuts. They reached a new package deal agreement that preserves about 80% of Amazon's prior volume with the Postal Service, or more than 1 billion packages per year. The deal averts much larger cuts Amazon had threatened, underscoring their mutual reliance. USPS needs the revenue as its largest customer, while Amazon relies on USPS for efficient rural last-mile delivery. USPS has faced ongoing financial losses, gains stability from the pact ahead of existing contract expiration in late 2026. All right. Next, OpenAI, Anthropic, and Google unite to combat model copying in China. China is copying these United States AI technologies like they always do and just reverse engineer that thing. Alright, next we got some motivation from Wallow. He said, every serious entrepreneur understands that slow seasons build strong systems, y'all. Alright. Goldman Sachs is blunt when it comes to tech and AI layoffs, saying it'll take time and money to find a new job, specifically up to a 3% earnings loss. Laid off workers from technology disputed roles suffer real earnings losses exceeding 3% upon reemployment, highlighting a persistent, scarring effect that can linger for years. Oh, it says, oh, wait a minute. Oh, Trump done lost his damn mind again. Trump said, if this is correct, it says, Trump said the entire civilization will die tonight. That's what he said about Iran. This dude is insane. Can you believe he said that? And then Iran said, all diplomatic channels and indirect talks have been frozen after President Trump's recent threats. So the market should be selling off based on that. Damn, this dude is insane, yo. He really the president talking like that. Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Let me know if y'all like these new instrumentals that I made for the show. I wanted to change it up. Definitely had the same instrumentals for a long time. So I've been cooking up some new stuff. Try to make some soulful slaps to play in the background. Alright. You know how we like to end it with some Instagram motivation. Let's go. Shout out Bruce Lee.
Every morning, everyone should speak these 5 affirmations, alright? I am the best. I can do it alone. God is always with me. I am a winner. Today is my day.
Shout out to the legend. Yeah, this heat map is looking super red, y'all. Super red and gray.
You're more blessed than you think. Sometimes you just struggle to realize how much is in front of you. because you're constantly thinking about what you have to obtain. The rich person is not the one who has a lot, but the one that has enough. So you should seek to have enough, inshallah.
It don't happen overnight, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really frustrating, and there's gonna be moments when it's really, really inspiring and empowering. And if you get too high off the highs and too low off the lows, you're gonna take yourself on a ride that's very uncomfortable. I think it's just about being committed to the work and appreciating it, when it's good, and not stressing too bad when it's bad, just appreciating the work and staying focused on showing up every day.
And that's what we do here on Trillion Dollar Tickers. I'm your host, Matt Riches. We show up every day, twice a day now. We got the pre-market briefing in the morning where I give you 3 support levels and 3 resistance levels. And then we got the market open where I give you breaking news and we see if those levels hit. We also have the mantra and Robert Greene's daily law in both shows, and how that daily law is applied to long-term investing, and also how it is applied to active trading. All right. Today is the day. Trump, 8 p.m. Is this the start of World War III? See you at 8 p.m. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.